had a question that I really wanted an answer for, and the question was this: why is Mike Johnson refusing to bring the House back to DC to pass additional funding for FEMA? In light of the fact that Hurricane Milton is barreling down, newscasters who have been covering weather for 30 years are breaking down in tears on live TV because it is such a severe storm because of climate change, and Johnson still won't come back to approve additional funding. I was on a call this morning with people who are in the know about what's happening in the House and House Republicans in general, and we were talking about Project 2025 and how it wants to defund FEMA completely, and how that's also been a priority of House Republicans for a really long time. So I thought maybe that's the answer. It's because they're all in with Project 2025, and Project 2025 wants to defund FEMA. So I asked, is that the reason that they don't want to come back? And the guy said it's actually a little bit more cynical than that. For one thing, they don't want to come back because Republicans in the House are known to vote against disaster relief funding. It's something they routinely do. They don't like to pass it, as he said. So they don't want to bring them back because they don't want Republicans to have to go on record voting against this funding, for one thing. And secondly, Johnson doesn't like to bring things up for a vote if it's going to require Democratic votes to help, because he doesn't want to ever give Democrats a win. So that's reason number one. And reason number two, literally listen to how cynical this is because they're hoping that the government fails in its job and that becomes a political win for them. I want you to really think about that. I want you to tell everyone you know that in this moment, when we are facing a terrifying natural disaster on top of another terrifying natural disaster, the Republicans across the board, including Donald Trump, who is spreading unbelievable misinformation about the federal response and putting people's lives in danger, they are putting politics above human lives. This is the same thing Republicans did with the border. Keep it broken, make sure it stays broken, because if it gets fixed, we can't win anymore. A party that is winning only on keeping things broken so that they can win races by pointing to problems is pathetic. It doesn't deserve to be elected, and it also is not conducive to our well-being. For God's sake, tell your friends, vote for people who actually want to make the government function to care for Americans, because otherwise this is a joke. Republicans are a joke, and it's really not funny.